Hello, this is Lipika Pandey, a student of BArch 3rd Sem, Rani Rashmani School of Architecture. I am hereby going to study the architect's residence. I am going to study Gropius House and Frank Lloyd Wright's home and studio. So let's start. The case 1 is Gropius House. Biography of George Walter Adolf Gropius. He was born in Berlin on 18th May 1883. He was the third child of Walter Adolf Gropius and Manon Auguste. He was earlier taught by his father. He educated in a private elementary school which he left in 1903 and went to Technical University in Munich to study architecture, but he left that without taking the degree. He could not draw and was dependent on his collaborator and partner interpreters throughout his career. His father and his great uncle Martin Gropius were architects, and that's why he wanted to become an architect from his childhood. He was also inspired from William Morris, which was an English textile designer, artist, writer, and socialist. He was also interested in vessel designing, wine glass designing, chair designing, graphic designing, staircase designing, etc. Gropius died in Boston, Massachusetts, United States on 5th July 1969. His philosophies are styles, simple geometry, often rectangle, use of modern materials like steel and glass, smooth surfaces, primary colors, linear and horizontal elements, techniques, teamwork and an acceptance of standardization and prefabrication, transformation of building into science and precise mathematical calculations using technology. Gropius introduced a screen wall system that utilized a structural steel frame to support tile floors and which allowed the external glass walls to continue without interruption. Gropius, what Gropius thought about his about architecture was to build is to create an event. Architects, sculptor, painters, we all must return to the craft, for art is not a profession. There is no essential difference between an artist and a craftsman. The artist is the exalted craftsman. The final goal of all artistic activity is architecture. Architecture begins where engineering ends. Society needs a good image of itself. That is the job of an architect. So now here is the Gropius house. It is located at 68 Baker Bridge Road, Lincoln, Massachusetts. It is at the coordinates 42 degree 25' north and 71 degree 19' west. Its area is 5.51 acres and it is built in the architectural style of modern. It is built in 1938 with the materials brick, wood, fieldstone, glass block, acoustic plasters, chrome banisters, etc. Its nearly estimated cost is $20,000. Marine National Historic Park, Decorated Sculpture Park, Museum and Mars Adulance Drummond Farm, etc. are things nearby to visit. Minus 7.7 to 28.3 degree are its general temperature, 1.7 to 3.9 inches general rainfall, and 5.8 miles per hour is the general wind speed there. Within 2 miles there is modest variation in elevation with a maximum elevation change of 243 feet and an average elevation above sea level of 217 feet. The area within 2 miles is covered with trees, 89%. It's the general topography of that place. Now here is the map of Massachusetts showing the place where Gropius House is located and the Gropius House site. Now it was the family residence of Gropius. It is now owned by Historic New England since 2000 and is open to the public. This house was George Walter Gropius' first architectural commission in United States. He designed it in 1937 when he came to teach at Howard University, and it was built in 1938. The house caused a sensation when built. In keeping with Bauhaus philosophy, with every aspect of the house and its surrounding landscape was planned for maximum efficiency and simplicity. Gropius carefully sited the house to complement its New England habitat on a rise with an orchard of 19 apple trees. It mixes up the traditional materials of New England architecture, which is wood, brick, fieldstone, with industrial materials such as glass, block, acoustic plasters, chrome banister, etc. The house structure consists of traditional New England cast and beam wooden frame. It was done in partnership with Marcel Barrel in Lincoln. In inconsistent use of elements like spiral stair to roof, terrace and sun bridge was there in the house. The plan was without corridors and essentially compact, functional solution to the requirements of modern house planning. Here is the plan elevation section of Gropius house. Here is also a plan elevation section of Gropius house. The reason I have put two plan elevation section is that in this one we have only the plan of ground floor, first floor and the roof, and this one has the second floor roof plan also. Now comes the interior. Living room. Living room contains a fireplace for its practical value as well as the psychological effect. An open fire has a making one feel safe and comfortable. The top shelf of the bookcase contains only books written by Gropius or his collaborations, so he would have copies on hand to sign and give it to his guests. The dining room. While the Gropius entered in the living room, a maid would be behind the drap preparing the dining room for dinner. Using museum lighting, Gropius created a dramatic scene with the light illuminating just at the edge of the table. The guest would be in the dark while the crystals and tableware sparkled. The front entry. Curved staircase faces away from the entry, signifying the upstairs as the private place. By removing the closet door, the closet is incorporated as a design element, as a way to introduce color and texture that would change with the season. Floor is a cork tile which is sound absorbing, durable and functional. Case 2 is the Frank Lloyd Wright's home and studio. Biography of Frank Lloyd Wright. He was born in Richard Center, Wisconsin on June 8, 1868. Young Frank spent much of his time playing with the blocks. These were geometrically shaped and could be assembled in various combinations to form 3D compositions. Many of his buildings were notable for the geometrical clarity they exhibit. Frank attended Maiden High School, but there is no evidence that he ever graduated. He left the school without degree. Frank then moved to Chicago and joined an architectural firm of Joseph Lyman Sibley. Frank left Sibley to work for the firm of Elder and Sullivan as an apprentice to Louis Sullivan. Charley House of Chicago was his first project. Frank designed more than 1,000 structures, 532 of which were complete, more than 450 executed buildings over a period of 70 years. Frank died in Phoenix, Arizona on 9th April 1959 at the age of 91. He was one of the greatest American architects of all time. Philosophies of Frank Lloyd Wright. FLW described vernacular architecture as folk building growing in response to actual need, fitted into environment by people who knew no better than to fit them with native feeling. For FLW, design and form acquired a symbolic meaning. Architecture can embody picturesque quality that harmonizes with the environment. FLW's basic design principles were organic structure, simple geometric shape, strong horizontal lines, integration with building and natural surroundings, and hidden entries. FLW defined the organic architecture, a philosophy of architecture which promotes harmony between human habitation and natural world through design. It's the integral to site, integral to environment, integral to individual, and integral to materials. What Frank Lloyd Wright thought about architecture? The good building is not one runs that hurts the landscape. It makes the landscape more beautiful than it was before the building was built. A great architect is not made by the way a brain nearly so much as he made by a way of cultivated enriched heart. Architecture is life, or at least it is the life itself taking form, and therefore it is the truest record of life as it was lived in the world yesterday, as it were living today, or lived or will be lived. The matter that mother art is architecture. Without an architecture of our own, we have no soul of our cultivation, civilization. The only thing wrong with architecture is architects. Now coming to the Frank Lloyd Wright's home and studio. It is located at 951 Chicago Avenue, Oak Park, Illinois, United States of America. At the coordinates of 41 degree 53 minute north and 87 degree 47 minute west. It is in the area of 0.4 acres and built in the style shingle. Built in 1889. Unity Temple, Brookfield Zoo, Millennium Park, Willis Tower, etc. are the things nearby to visit. Minus 6.6 degree to 28.3 degrees Celsius are its general temperature, 3.7 inches are general rainfall, and 11.1 miles per hour is the general wind speed. Within 2 miles, there is modest variation in elevation. It is generally flat, with a maximum elevation change of 52 feet and an average elevation above the sea level of 618 feet. The area within 2 miles is covered with artificial surfaces 100%, and within 50 miles by water 33% and cropland 31%. Westbound Green Line L train from downtown Chicago CTA and Board Union Pacific West Line train from downtown Chicago Metro are the public transport. Here is the map of Illinois showing the location of Frank Lloyd Wright's home and studio and the Wright's home and studios site. It was the family residence of Frank Lloyd Wright. It has been restored by FLW Preservation Trust to the appearance in 1909. Last since FLW lived there with family. The hearth was the heart of the home, and the quote etched on the panel above the sunrise fireplace reads, "Truth is the life God. Friends around this hearthstone speak no evil word of any creature." Entering the home's main entryway and the staircase splits into the right entryway and the living room beckons to the left. Dining hall with bay window creates a room within a room and a more intimate during experience overall. The octagonal pattern is not only repeated but also rotated multiple times. The stamps of Sullivan's influence is apparent into the simplification and distract of the building and its plan. Defined by bold geometric shape, A substantial triangular gable set upon the rectangular base, polygonal window base and circular walls of the white veranda. Here is the ground floor plan of Frank Lloyd Wright's home and studio. It is the second floor plan. Here is the elevation of Frank Lloyd Wright's home and studio. Now coming to the interior, the bedroom was unique with its vaulted ceiling, hanging pendant lights and murals. Painted with Wright collaborator, the murals at either ends of the room depicts a quasi Native American Egyptian motif that the pendant lights. The compression and expansion technique that FLW used throughout his career to divide space and emphasize drama, hence the space became children's playroom. Doors secluded at either end of the narrow space behind the four stalk theme capitals. Aside from the stalk representing fertility and wisdom, the capital also depicts a tree of life representing nature, books, knowledge, as well as various architectural scrolls. Comprises the northwest corner of the building and continues the octagonal theme. A cantilevered horizontal roof unifies the rectilinear look, other aspect of the northern facade. An octagonal second floor mezzanine surrounds the atrium and is cleverly supported by a network of chains, elevating the need for structural columns and thereby providing a space with unanchored beauty. References and thank you.